Hey guys, Adlan here and welcome to Architecture Daily Sketches. First of all, I would like to thank you guys for your engagement on our previous video. For this week's video, it will be a continuation on our previous shadow casting video. A short recap on our previous shadow casting topic. We covered on how to draw shadow on 2-point perspective when the light source is positioned at the back of an object. If you have not watched our previous video on shadow casting, I would strongly suggest that you check the video out. Links are down below. To continue, we will look on how to cast shadow on a horizontal and vertical surface of the object, and also the light source will be coming from the front of the object instead of the back. For this topic, we will break it into 3 different sections, and each section will represent 3 different setups. The first setup will be casting shadow on a vertical surface. The second setup will be talking about shadow when there's a change of level in the base. And the final section will be looking into overhang or cantilever object. First step of the process is to identify the location of the light source and also the vanishing point for the light source. Compared to the previous video, the location of the light source is inverted, where this one is located below the horizon line. The distance of the light source from the horizontal line will dictate the length of your shadow. The closer the light source to the horizontal line, the longer your shadow will be. And the position of your light source will identify the direction of your shadow. Alright, let's go to the first setup. It will have the same process as the previous video, where you will connect the light source to the edge of the object. And the base of the edge will be connected to the vanishing point of the light source. Instead of connecting directly the light source line and also the vanishing point of the light source, the line of the vanishing point light source will intersect to the vertical surface and will change direction following the surface. So it goes up from the edge and intersect at the top on the light source line. To finish it up, connect the edge on the back of the object with the light source. And then join the point together. And that will be the first part of the shadow. For the second setup, we'll be looking into how to draw shadow when there's a change in level of the base. Same process, we'll be connecting the top edge of the object to the light source point and the base to the vanishing point light source. Since the object is cantilevered, we are required to draw an imaginary line down to the base to identify the object base. The same process as the first setup. When the baseline intersects the vertical surface, the projection will go up onto the top of the vertical surface. Once it reaches the top of the vertical surface, the point will continue back to the vanishing point of the light source. And then the line that intersects with the light source line will be the shadow edge. Next, we identify the rest of the edge to connect the shadow. The final setup that we'll be looking into is the cantilever object or overhang. The first step that we need to do is that to identify the length of the shadow. So what we need to do is that from the edge, connect it to the light source point. The line that we drawn from the edge of the object to the light source is going to intersect the vertical surface. The intersection will identify the length of the shadow. You need to connect on both sides of the intersection. The final part is to connect this edge to the light source to identify the angle of the shadow. Finally, to add value to the drawing, I'll be using an alcohol marker for shading. To recap, this is the three setup that we done for the shadow casting. The first one, we look into how to cast on a vertical surface. The second setup, we look into how to cast a shadow on a different base height. And the third one, we look into how to cast a shadow on a cantilevered or overhang object. Alright guys, that's it for this week. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram Links are down below. If you are new here, please subscribe for more video. Thank you so much for watching.